The Great Hill by Daniel Errico, illustrated by Don Hill. Before time was time, there was a great hill, and on the great hill there lived the Yokes. The Yokes spent their entire lives climbing the great hill, trying to reach the top. Some Yokes climbed fast, some Yokes climbed slowly. One Yoke in particular was a very slow climber. He was different than the rest of the Yokes. When he climbed, all the other Yokes passed him. It was hard for him to watch them pass by. He felt like the worst climber in the world. Some Yokes made fun of him as they passed. Others didn't. Some Yokes wanted to help him climb, but he didn't let them. It was hard for him to climb. It was even harder when it rained because the ground got slippery. Sometimes it seemed like it was only raining on him, but it wasn't. There were times when he felt like he wasn't moving at all, but he was. Then one day he met another yoke who climbed even slower than he did. He helped the slower yoke climb. Thank you, said the slower yoke. You're welcome, said the slow yoke. I can't be of much help to anyone else since I climb so slowly. Slowly? Asked the slower yoke. Well, yes, I watch other yokes pass by me all the time. I do not know if you're slow or fast, but I do know that you helped me and that you are still climbing. The slow yoke said goodbye to the slower yoke and kept climbing. Still climbing? He thought to himself. That is true. And he smiled. So the yoke kept climbing. He climbed when it was nice out. He climbed when it rained. And he even climbed when it snowed. As he kept climbing, he got better and better. Sometimes he would pass other yokes, and sometimes they would pass him. He had stopped paying attention. He also noticed that some yokes were no longer climbing. When a yoke stops climbing, it stays where it is. Some yokes stop climbing because they're happy with how far they have gone. Others stop climbing because they don't want to climb anymore. The yokes that had stopped climbing did not like to be passed, and they made it harder to get by. But the yoke kept climbing right over them. There were still times when the yoke thought he was climbing an impossible hill, but he kept climbing, always climbing. Do you think he made the top?